And this video demonstrates the critical ratio. The critical ratio is just a way to evaluate the progress of our jobs. This uses data from problem 15.11 at the end of chapter 15. We have 5 jobs here. They're given job numbers 103, 205, 309. These are the due dates for those jobs. This is the duration, the number of work days that we have on that job. Here it's kind of interesting. They tell you that they received all the jobs assume that all jobs arrived on day 180, but today's date is 200. A lot of students think that we've been working on these jobs, but we haven't. So just because we got all the jobs on day 180 doesn't mean we've been working on them. So starting with today's date, so the key is the 200. So we just kind of ignore the 180. So the 200 here is what's important, is that starting today, we're now going to start working on these. So we need to know how many days we have left, time remaining compared to how long we think it's going to take us. And so the key to this is simply to take this amount and subtract today's date. We want to absolute that. And then we can copy that one down with it absoluted. We can double check that it's copied correctly. So we'll double click on this one. It takes the due date and minus. So there's 19 days remaining, but there's only 5 days. Now the critical ratio is calculated this formula is provided to you on the formula sheet. It's actually a pretty simple formula. If we bring it up here on the formula sheet, the critical ratio, CR, time remaining divided by work days remaining. The key to this formula is understanding the difference between time remaining and work days remaining. This is the time remaining. We have 14 days, and this is the work days. So you can see that in most cases, I think all these cases will be above 1. If the number of days that we have to work on this or it relates to the number of days we have left, you'll get a 1. Anything above a 1 is good, meaning that you have more days left than you have work to do on that project. But we can assume no work was done on these. We're doing the work now. So you simply take the time remaining and you divide it by the duration of the project. And so we now can copy this down. So in this case, it looks like, if we were to rank these in orders of priority, we have nothing below 1. That's good, meaning that we have, days remaining and less work than we have days remaining. But just to schedule things, we're going to pay close attention to job 517. That'll be first. Then 103 will be 2. Then 309 will be 3. This will be 4. Job 205, and the least we're at least worried about 412, and that should make sense. We have 19 days left, only 5 days of work on this project, so we could probably pull some resources off this and put to some of these other projects, but really we don't need to. We just need to make sure that this continues to progress the way we want it to, and so we'll watch this closely because we actually have more days left than we have work days. And that's all there is to critical ratio. Pretty simple technique.